I can't remember the last time I saw Broadway this dark.
These vamps really sunk their teeth into the Big Apple.
What a dismal place Midgard has become. I love it.
Well, Eternal Night has its perks. My buildings always look great on the skyline.
I always dreamed of being on Broadway, but not like this.
We may be trapped in the dark, but I'm an ever-loving ray of sunshine.
Without the sun, it's a miracle there's any life left here at all.
Vampires? Ugh. Yet another reason why I rarely come to the surface.
Is this for real? I've only seen scenes like this in anime!
Good thing I stocked up on silver bullets.
Demons around every corner. This is my kind of city.
It sure as hell ain't the New York I remember.
Ain't got no silver bullets, but adamantium claws should do just fine.
I will never understand why Midgardians adore this wretched city so.
We shall protect the innocent of this city, just as we always have.
It's hard to solve a problem when the laws of nature and physics no longer apply.
This place makes Limbo look cozy.
Even the Earth's magnetic fields have been weakened by this curse. Curious.
Eesh. I'll never understand what Quill sees in this lousy planet.
I may deal in chaos, but for the sake of this city, order must be restored.
So many innocents dragged into this darkness. We must save them all.
I swear by the all-seeing Agamotto that the sun will soon rise once more.
I don't remember New York looking like this in any era.
Time to bring some light back to our city.
My fists, their fangs, no contest.
This may be the longest night of my life. At least since the kids were babies.
Wow. This city has got some serious negative chi.
This is why I try not to leave Queens anymore.
This city does not look as squirrel-friendly as it used to.
It's always nice to be back on Earth, even when it's cursed.
The sun shall rise again on this fair city. So swears Thor.
Ugh, is this night ever gonna end?
Such darkness. And even I only have so much light to spare. This nonsense better not have spread to the other boroughs.
Cunt, you really threw me in the deep end here. The fangs of Bast are more than enough for me.
Have to stay on guard here. Can't risk being bitten.
Tyrone, I think I found a way to sever your connection with the Dark Force.
Yeah, about that, Doc. I think I'll hang on to it for now. At least until my hood's vampire-free.
Got a lock on our targets, Tony?
Well, I'm not picking up any heat signatures, but with vampires, that doesn't mean anything.
So are all these people really... or can we still find a way to bring them back?
We're still not sure, Clint. But until we know, we fight like we're gonna save every last one.
Careful, kid. This city is swarming with vamps.
Dracula's children of the night stand no chance against the true Dark Child.
Dark Child? Is that like another personality or something? Because I know all about that.
She is another side of me, but one I have learned to control and embrace.
Gotta say, I'm not a big fan of this whole eternal night thing.
Is there any chance you could absorb this darkness into the dark force dimension?
This is black magic blotting out the sun, man. It's not something I could just port away.
A shame. We're running out of options. And time. We need to come up with a formula to reverse the vampiric effects on innocent civilians.
I've already got one in mind, the Montesi formula.
That's a far more permanent solution than I'm willing to consider.
Sorry, but if they're endangering the night, Conchu wants them gone for good.
I'm afraid there's still no evident scientific solution to our vampire problem.
Well, maybe a little break from the lab will do us good, Reed.
Well, I suppose it's never a bad thing to give some other muscles a stretch.
Mr. Fantastic cracking jokes. It really is the end of the world.
While the men of science prattle on, we shall take this fight to the streets.
You know, there happen to be men and women of science in this fight.
Then perhaps you can enlighten me as to the meaning behind his perplexing words.
Yeah, I wish my 4 doctorates in biochem helped me understand Reed.
That's quite the complex suit for such a young girl to operate. I'm impressed.
It's not so tough when you get used to it. You just need to speak Spider's language.
Well, we could use a voice like yours while we try to solve this Darkhold dilemma.
You've already got all the brains you need. We're better off taking the battle to the streets.
If you need anyone else to run missions, I happen to be an ace pilot.
I believe Ben has that covered, but thank you anyway.
Ben Grimm? Oh, he ran with the Guardians for a bit, right? Did he tell you all about me?
Indeed, which is exactly why I think your skills are of better use to us elsewhere.
Susan, we should depart this madness together at once.
There might not be vampires underwater yet, but there will be soon if we don't stop this.
You insult me, my dear. I would never allow this plague to infect my kingdom.
Don't kid yourself, Namor. The darker the depths, the more they'll thrive.
According to Dr. Richards, the glow of the moon is nothing more than reflected sunlight. Fascinating, isn't it?
No one asked for your opinion, robot, especially Khonshu.
Query. If robots chose to rise up against their creators, whose side would you stand on, Tony Stark?
That depends entirely on whether or not I created any of them.
If it wasn't for you watching the kiddos, Herbie, I don't know how the FF would ever go off on missions.
I quite enjoy my time with the Richards children. At least, when Master Franklin isn't trying to reprogram me to do his homework. Query. If the Montesi formula eliminates vampires, why are our allies reluctant to use it?
I once decimated an entire species through an act of magic. I understand their hesitation better than any.
Almost